I really don't know what could be the issue, unfortunately.
No sense, I think, of consolation in him winning the Pichichi Award. In fact, I think it almost works against him, because I think what it does is it reinforces that idea that some supporters have, again, whether fairly or not, that some supporters have, that it's been about him and not about the team. And the fact that he wins an individual award, probably wins an individual award, and Real Madrid win nothing, I think in a funny sort of
Ah, that's what was happening. I think I turned on my desktop audio. And you guys were unable to hear me. All right, we're good. We're chilling. But yeah, Barcelona versus Valencia. We are back. Last game of the season. Very good season. Obviously, we won the Liga, but we wanted the Champions League and didn't get it. But this is a good way to sign us off. I did have a prediction earlier today if you're in Europe, or last night if you are in the US, and I got some of it right and some of it wrong. I wanted Hansi Flick to take more risks, play some more youth players. Hopefully, we could see them out. But unfortunately, that doesn't seem to have happened. He's taken a more conservative approach. Um, I did predict Tekken goal and Balde at left back, and I also predicted Araujo at the right center back. I wanted to see Xavi Esparza and Alvaro Cortez, two Barca youth players. Cortez is like 21 right now, so he's getting ready. He should be someone that's in the second division or in the first division, so I wanted to see more of him. And on the right side, Xavi Esparza, we've had troubles at right back with Kunde, and then putting Eric in a position that he's not necessarily the best at, but something that I know he can do. Um, but I guess Hansi Flick wanted to stay trusty, especially since we don't have Lamine Yamal on the right hand side. In the defensive mid, I wanted to see Casado, but he replaced him with Gavi instead. Gavi's still getting back to fitness, so I actually don't blame him too much on that. Bernal, he has been wonderful these past few games. He's proven his point that he deserves to be in this team, and he's probably going to get more minutes next season now that he's um, more comfortable with his position. Up front, Danny Elma predicted, Rashford on the left, I predicted. Ferran Torres as a right winger slash second striker. We'll see how this game turns out. But I did not expect that. I expected Ferran to either start or to actually be on the bench and let Lewandowski have a run up. But Hansi Flick seems to be going with two strikers up front, which is interesting. Golshoda, I hope you're ready for this game, man. I'm excited. Hope you are too. The big things that were, but I didn't want to see Rooney on the right hand side, but I guess he's not starting for one reason or another. Hopefully, we see him eventually this game, because if not, it's going to be kind of a waste. I mean, there's nothing left to go. We should bring on these young guys. There's a lot of players getting ready to go to the World Cup. I hope we can give them a chance. But the much bigger news, is the relegation battle. There are a ton of players that we could sign for teams that are going to get relegated. Let's look at the table real quick. Is there a way I could? Oh, you can see all my OBS settings. Okay, we're going to cancel that. I do have a bigger monitor right now, so it's going to be a little bit harder to see. Yeah, let's capture that. Display capture, screen. Sorry, this is only my second time recording, so it is not the easiest for me, but we'll hope to get this in. So, okay. Well, that's kind of bad, but you can see here, this is the table that we're looking at. Sevilla are pretty safe, and the only reason for that is because Elche play Girona. So Elche and Girona play each other. If Elche win, they are safe. If Girona win, they can be safe. They will be safe. Sorry. The other game is Mallorca versus Real Oviedo, and Mallorca still has a chance to stay up. They need to win, make sure Girona lose, and then one of Levante or Osasuna lose. Most likely Levante. Just because the goal difference is easier to overcome. But there's a lot of good players on those teams. Mallorca, obviously, we have Jan Virgili on there, and also Pablo Torre, two players that exist that were previously part of Barcelona. For Girona, there's a few good strikers. There's Arnau Martinez, who came through Barcelona's youth ranks for a bit, who's a right back. For Elche, I hope they stay up. Hector Fort is on there. I can't wait to see him this game. But we'll see if he can stay up there. And also Iñaki Peña, but I don't think Iñaki Peña is playing today. I can go check that in a little bit. But definitely someone that we want to keep our eye out on. Let me double check. Elche versus Girona. Gazaniga's in goal. Victor Reich, he is a Man City player. And the only player I would be looking at is probably like Arnau Martinez. And then for Elche, Hector Fort is on the bench, and I don't even know if... Yeah, Iñaki Peña is on the bench as well. So we might see them later on in this game. Who knows? For Osasuna, they have Victor Munoz, have a few good players on there. Kind of surprised they're this low, but that's what happens when you have 4 losses in a row. And they're also... It's not going to be easy, especially since they're playing a team like Getafe, the Butchers themselves. And then Levante, there are some good players. Like I've heard the name Carlos Espy thrown around. He's a striker that I know some people like, but I haven't seen enough of him to be convinced that he is Barca level and he's going to improve anything that we have. But that's the situation right now. Barcelona, we are watching because we love Barcelona, but we'll definitely keep track of everything else that is happening. Yeah, but hope you guys are excited. If you weren't watching my earlier stream, we did get to see Barcelona Femení take home the Champions League final. Something that I hope we do next time. They put a really mid first half. Araujo with blue hair. Oh my god, I did not expect that one. I guess he's back, guys. He's back and he's better. But they played a really mid first half. Olympique Lyon were doing very well, especially with a former Barca coach as their head. But in the second half, the game turned around. Like Barcelona seemed to have a second win. Olympique Lyon kind of dined a little bit. Barcelona really showed up. And they scored 4 goals in the second half, 2 by Iwa Pahor, 2 by Salma Paraluelo, especially with her Salma's first goal being an absolute rocket into the top right corner. It was a great game, and hopefully we get to see more of that today. I want to see Lewandowski get a goal to celebrate with the fellow Pole, Iwa Pahor, and I hope we are able to move the ball very well. I know we have good success versus Valencia, but we don't have Pedri this time. Deserved rest. We don't have Frankie de Jong this time. Deserved rest. We don't have Cabarsi again. Deserved rest. It's end of the season. Let them relax. I just hope the players that need to show out, they do show out. Some players I hope to see come on. I've mentioned Xavi Espar. I've mentioned Alvaro Cortez. I would also like to see Marc Casado come on, show that he deserves to be here, and also Tommy Marquez. Tommy Marquez, this is kind of make or break on whether he stays in the first team next season or he's going to get loaned out. But yeah, 1 minute till start. We got Gavi out there. What a bench as well. Pedri is looking beautiful as always. Very excited. I think Frankie de Jong is on the bench too, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check that. Frankie de Jong. This is the current game. Frankie de Jong is on the bench today, which is good to hear. Yes, the game is starting. Unfortunately for anyone on here, if you're thinking that I can show the video of the game, I will not be doing so. This is just commentary. I apologize in advance. I know a lot of people are looking for a free stream, but I unfortunately cannot do that due to the legislation in my country. And also, I don't want to get banned. I just started this channel, so... So yeah, the game should be starting very soon. Let's see who's starting. Who's kicking off? I wasn't able to predict that. Gerard Martin. What a story he's come. Playing in the 3rd division against Barca, to playing for Barca B in the 4th division, and then now to being probably one of our more reliable center backs. Like, it's a genuine story that people dream of. If people had half the effort that Martin has, we would see a lot less issues in the world, essentially. We are at the Mestalla, and we've kicked it off. Visca el Barça. Apologies if I'm eating during the game and you can hear me too. I haven't eaten since watching the first one. I was just too excited. But hopefully we have a good game on our hands. Yeah, right now it's still very long ball. Even though we started, Valencia is starting to press very high. This is something we're seeing a lot with teams that play against Barca. They're going to start very high, they're going to press very high, but then at the same time, they're going to die off a little bit later into the game. It's what we saw in the earlier game, and it's probably what we're going to see here. It looks more like Ferran is playing through the center, almost, which makes sense because he's playing as a striker. Rashford's on the left wing. A great combination with him and Balde. Oof, Rashford just not fast enough. It's kind of like a staggered 4-2-3-1 with Ferran pinching in, switching with Lewandowski. Mohamed, I cannot show video of the game, unfortunately. That would be, or else I'll get banned. So apologies for that. But this video will be all my commentary. And Valencia is pressing very high. We're having to play long right now, and which is not looking good in terms of how we're holding on. Why, Mohammed? Because I will get banned. That is the... sorry about that. I know it's not ideal, but unfortunately I cannot beat YouTube's algorithm. They're pretty serious, and I'm pretty sure they know that, which is why they've rejected me from job applications in the past. Yeah, Valencia definitely pressing high right now. Ferran on defense is definitely going towards the right wing with Olmo playing through the center. But in attack, we seem to be changing things around. Eric, great tackle. Eric Garcia might be my player of the season this year. I mean, he's done everything for the team. Yes, he got a red card in that Champions League's quarterfinal against Atletico. Oh, and we're on the break. Ferran Torres carrying the ball. On the right side, Marcus Rashford underlapping him. Grabs the ball on his right. Oh, and that's a tackle by Gabriel Paulista before Rashford could get the shot. Wonderful tackle from him. Oh no, Tarrega. I apologize. Uh, from Tarrega, but very good counter, very good start. Love to see the pace from Rashford off of the first. The interesting thing is that they're playing Jose Pepelu as a center back, normally a defensive midfielder. Very interesting. As for Link Mohammed, I'm watching on ESPN right now. I do not have access to a stream of the game, unfortunately, so I apologize for that. Oof, cross comes in, hits the head of Bernal, but no further. We still win the ball back. Ferran, oh my god, what a touch from Ferran to beat the man. Oh, and he can't dribble. Wow, that would have been an incredible move from Ferran. He was looking like Lamine Yamal with that spin. Shields the ball in the corner and is able to touch it past the defender. Darega tries to grab him, but he slips past him like an eel, and he unfortunately can't get the next dribble off. He thought he was Lamine Yamal for a second, but but Ferran Torres wasn't able to get that off. If you don't know me, welcome in. Obviously my channel is Borgrana USA. I talk about everything Barcelona, the men's, the women's, and sometimes the athletic team and youth teams as well. You'll see me post content every day. I'll try to live stream every game as well. You can find the live streams here on YouTube, but then all my other content you can also find on these socials. If I can point to the right spot, these socials here. So TikTok, Facebook, and X as well. Feel free to drop me a follow if you've never seen this channel before. But yeah, I talk about all things Barcelona, and luckily right now we're having a great season. I did just stream my commentary of the women's game earlier today, where the women's team won 4-0 against Olympic Lyon in a great game against our former manager, Jonathan Heraldes. Oh, that's a good ball by Valencia to play through having Hugo Duro, I think it was. Diego Lopez, I apologize. But yeah, our back line caught flat again. A great ball by Rioja, great run by Diego Lopez. But this is lack of communication lets Diego Lopez run behind Araujo. And that is very lucky that he skies it over the bar. Oh my God, Ferran Torres is currently playing the game of his life against his former team. He's been able to get these amazing touches off, and I've never seen him do this. This only happens versus Valencia. This is crazy. He is playing like a man on a mission right now. I'm just shell shocked. I've never seen him take touches like this. This is incredible. Yeah, sorry, Mohammed. I don't have any link to use. I use ESPN because we're on a family plan, and I'm able to watch it there. That's the best way to watch a Barcelona game, if you're in the United States. That should be a foul right there. He's pulled Gavi to the ground. But it looks like we're slowly getting into our rhythm. We're starting to press a little bit higher. We're starting to win the second balls. It's a very good... it's starting to look better for us. 7 minutes in, we finally got into it. Rioja is claiming a foul from Balde. I don't think he's getting that. Yeah, he's not getting that. There's no way you're getting that. His leg kind of hits Balde's back. They're running into the same area. It's going to happen if you're right next to each other. Unfortunately for Rioja. Gotta eat my nuts. Apparently I am missing in healthy fats. So, oh. Lewandowski getting a head clash here. Obviously, this is his last game with Barcelona. Very sad to see him go. He has been nothing but a legend. To come to this team when we were at our lowest with Xavi, but to then leave the way he is. I wish he won a Champions League with us, especially under Hansi Flick, but he has been nothing but great for this team. We're going to miss his veteran presence for sure. I just hope we can keep it up. Gerard Martin always surprises me with how technical he is. He's able to play out of tight scenarios when he's under pressure. I know he plays as a left back / center back, but even then, when someone's coming straight at you, it's not so easy to just find the right pass, find your six, rather than just hoof it forward. Barcelona currently moving it around the back right now. Yes, you can send him. Unlucky from Balde. Great run, great dribble inside. Hoping Balde is able to return to his prime form. Obviously, seeing him make those dribbles around his defender to help us beat the press, that's something that we've been missing. Valencia here sending it across. Balde hits it right back to the defender. Oh my God. Gavi, what a tackle. Wonderful tackle by Gavi. And I can't tell who that. Someone sets it wide. But again, we're beat on the switch. Eric is tucked in very tight, but that's our game plan. Balde tries to clear it with his left. It goes straight back into someone. And Gavi with a goal-saving block, essentially. This is why Gavi makes this team. You can't find someone as technical as him with this amount of passion and defensive intensity. It's actually impressive how good Gavi is. It's hard to describe with numbers, but there's a reason that Hansi Flick chooses him to play. Without him there, that's a goal. I don't see Pedri, De Jong, Bernal. Well, Bernal's on the pitch. I don't see... Oh my God, and Bernal's giving it away. Bernal with a hospital ball right across the front, our goal post in front of our 18-yard box. Oh wow, what a touch by Ferran again. Yeah, but Bernal with a touch right across our goal post, and he gets very lucky. Yeah, Ferran is playing like Pedri right now. I don't know what happened on that roller coaster ride between those guys, but something must have happened on that roller coaster ride, because Ferran technical ability this game is something unlike I've ever seen. In-game news: Levante is now losing to Athletic Club, meaning Elche is technically 1 point ahead of them because they're currently drawing. I know it's still early in the match, but this could be a huge passing through for Girona or Elche to stay up. Yeah, Levante could get relegated here if Girona win. And wouldn't that be a turn of events? Welcome in, everyone. If you're just joining, we are watching the Barcelona game today with my commentary over it. Barcelona are currently tied 0-0. Oh, great cross from Rashford, palmed away by the keeper. But they're slowly getting into this game. If you don't know me, I post a lot of Barcelona content. You can check that out on my socials down here. All the live streams will be on YouTube, and all my other video content that I post will be on Twitter, TikTok, Facebook as well. and Instagram. Valencia are currently doing very well against Barca. They've been countering our attacks. They've been pressing very high. We haven't really been able to find a breakthrough. But their energy is very high right now. Not sure how long into the game that will last. Mohammed, yes. I would do that, but that has also gotten people banned. So I'm going to avoid that, unfortunately. Ferran tries to find Lewandowski with the cross. Goes a little bit over his head, and Valencia are able to recoup the ball and restart. Offsides, surely. Oh, Balde with another brilliant move. It seems like Balde's in the mood to show that he deserves a Spain call-up today. He's showing his ability to dribble like he has before. Hasn't been beaten defensively yet. This is what I like to see. Hopefully this helps him gain his confidence. Obviously that clearance in the leading up to what could have been a goal. Obviously that wasn't ideal, but I'm hoping that's just an early error that he's just nervousness to try and get it out of his system. Martin with a great ball forward, and Rashford is knocked over on the run. Rashford's too nice. This man, he's very just willing to shake people's hands after he gets hurt by them. It's very funny. Not very English. Usually the English are meaner, but Valencia get the ball on the left hand, send the cross in. Oh, open header. Yeah, this is what happens. We need to stick tighter to our men while trying to defend. Like, this is not ideal. Have I played before? Yes, I used to play in the past. I was a soccer and a futsal player. I've never played against anyone at their level, but there are pro players that I have played against. That's a great question, Faiz. I do not play anymore. That's because my knees are completely shot. But I still am able to kind of juggle a ball around. Nowhere near the level of these guys, though. Great ball again by Jared Martin to beat the press, and we finds Ferran to Lewandowski. Rashford up on the wing. Slowly taking his time. Whips in a great cross. Wide open is Eric. Lay it off. Oh, Danny almost right there. Oh, what a brilliant play. Rashford finds the overlapping run of Eric Garcia on the other side. And Eric has all the time in the world. Tries to take a shot, but it's blocked by the left back, who I believe is Vasquez, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Vasquez. Um, although Danny Olmo was right there, and it would have been really nice to lay it off. That's that corner should have been taken back because they definitely were way too close. Yeah, he's not getting into that. Oh my god! And Szczesny has kicked it off a defender, and if that fell to a Valencia player, that would have been a goal. But Gavi is ended up able to slow the game down, win a foul for us. Well done from him. Very, very well done. Yeah. The Valencia fans are jumping, and I believe they are trying to protest the owner, telling him to go home. I forgot exactly what happened. Ooh, header back. You got to press that. Ooh, nice. Great long ball. Keeps the Valencia defense in confusion. But they are unable. We are unable to capitalize. Varane has seemed to move over to this left wing. Rashford is now pushed over to the right. Bernal is playing more like a lone defensive midfielder in build-up. And you're watching this gameplay. They seem to be really pressing Gerard Martin, which is not a tactic that most teams use. They usually end up pressing Araujo, especially for his lack of technical ability. But they seem to be pressing Gerard Martin. But Gerard Martin has beaten everything so far. Another cross, unable to find a Barcelona head. That's a foul. That should be a foul. But Marc Bernal, great defensive work, wins it back again. Balde 1-2, hit it! Oh! And it hits the outside of the side netting. Alejandro Balde with a great 1-2 with Danny Olmo to get into the box. Should have probably hit it far post, but that's great press from Marc Bernal and the team. And great work from Balde to get behind the defenders. Hits the outside of the upper cross of the goalpost, I think. But yeah, that should be in the back of the net. That's not the best finish that I've seen, but I mean, he's a left back. It's kind of what you expect. Kubarsi warming up right now. Not the most positive sign I've ever seen. Usually indicates there's an injury somewhere, which I don't love. But we shall see where that puts us. Anyways, hope you guys are having a great day. Barca's playing. It's always a great day when Barca play. Even better when the women's team just won the Champions League final. We're hoping we can take that luck and do the same. And we're hoping we can also get a 4-0 victory today as well. That would suffice us well. Another crossfield ball that goes right to a Valencia player. We are really playing with fire right now. It seems like the team is nervous without Pedri or Frankie de Jong in there. They need a controller, and it seems that they don't trust Gavi as much. Or Marc Bernal as well. Gavi plays it into Olmo. Olmo in a little bit of space. Takes a shot outside the box, but it goes wide. Definitely promising signs from Barcelona. We're able to build up through their midfield. It's actually a corner. Deflected. Not complaining about that at all. Yeah, hopefully last game of the season we get to see more young players. Rashford rightfully right now asking for more space on the corner after we got screwed over on the last one. I believe there might be a set-piece play that they've been cooking up. One of Barcelona with the most set-piece goals in La Liga this season, by the way. You would have never thought of it before. Cross from Rashford straight into the hands of Dimitrievski. Are you... What country are you from? I can't tell, actually. Well, it looks like the same country as Goran Pandev, but I can't tell. Oh, and Balde gives the ball away. Why? Like this? This is what people see with Balde, and I love Balde. He's ever since he came on the scene, I've always hoped that he could be the next Jordi Alba, but it's just the lack of focus sometimes. We need him to be focused the entire game around. And this is the issue we saw with Cancelo the first time he was at Barcelona, where defensively he would just lose focus. Even in the Newcastle game, defensively they would just lose focus. And that's why Jared Martin was starting at left back, because even though he was a little bit slower, he would be focused. But right now it's kind of hard. It's hard to play in a high line when you have if someone loses focus, because any one mistake could lead straight to a goal. Valencia pressing extremely high this game, and we are unable to build out of the back. We're really relying on the long balls, winning those second balls to build up. But a great ball over the top from Ferran, who tries to chip the keeper, but it doesn't get high enough, and the keeper is able to get back onto his line. Very slow start from Barcelona right now. Not necessarily ideal. Would love to see a goal. Obviously, 25 minutes in, it's still slow. We haven't really carved out any great chances yet. But we'll see. We'll see what we can do. Marc Bernal, great turn to get us out of pressure. Allowing Balde the free space to roam. This is what Balde needs, a team where he can get a bunch of free space to run into. And unfortunately, we haven't been able to afford him in big games, which is why he hasn't looked as great. That is not a foul. That is a dive and a half. Good job. Good job, referee, for not calling that. Looks like Gavi will be the metronome this game, moving the ball. The one thing I do wish to see from Bernal is a little bit more movement in the midfield to try and get the ball. You watch Pedri, and he's always an option. He seems to always be an option, even if he's on the other side of the pitch. Bernal seems a bit more sedentary. I don't want to, like, still, where he kind of occupies a zone, and he'll stay there, waiting for the defenders to move around him. But that also makes it harder for his teammates to get him the ball. And for someone as talented as him, we need him on the ball more. Like, that's my one thing with Bernal. I know he's trying to imitate that Busquets role, but Busquets also had a crazy team around him of Xavi that would move as well. I don't think for Bernal to become more modern, you would want him to see more movement within there. We're doing a good job. We're trying to move the ball side to side, but I don't think we're moving it fast enough. Valencia are still able to get numbers behind the ball. Oh, great tackle, Gavi, to win it on the press. Brilliant work. Back to Gavi. Oh, and he just loses it at the last second on the dribble. How is that not a foul? Because now it's 5-on-3 or 3-on-2. Ball goes out right to the right mid. Araujo gets in front for the block. We're getting lucky. We're getting lucky. These counterattacks are not ideal to see at all. This started off as a 3-on-2 with the left winger making it 4-on-2. Jared Martin pulls out, and Araujo is just in the right place to get a block off. Great work from him to be in the right place at the right time. Yeah, very lucky for us there to not concede a goal. This is the risk of playing with that high line. It doesn't help that I think Bernal got fouled somewhere out there, so he's out of position. But if you're there, you can't get fouled. What a shot! Oh, great save by Szczesny. Yeah, we're getting pummeled. It's the same thing as the Barcelona Femini game, just absorbing pressure, not in an ideal way, of course. But hopefully we are able to turn it around later. Not sure how I like Ferran playing on the wings. We don't really have that natural width that comes with having a normal winger. Then again, this is Barca. We never really play with normal wingers either. Oh, amazing touch by Bernal. And he's able to find Lewandowski on the wing. But he's just not fast enough to get the cross off. But again, a great step by Eric. It's just those last touches, they're not getting to us. Martin, great defensive work to win their flick on. And that's a foul from Marc Bernal. Definitely missing like a step, but we're just starting to get touches into their final third again. Hopefully this will help us turn the momentum onto our side. I think we're having a cooling break by the looks of it. What is the temperature out there in Valencia? Temperature is 74 degrees Fahrenheit. Seems a little cool. Maybe because it's getting hotter though. Ah, no, I don't live in Spain. Never been to Valencia. But yeah, slow start so far. Not really our best game that we've ever played. I mean, I know nothing matters, but there's some players here that need something to prove. Excuse me there, I had too many nuts in my mouth. Well, in a sign of bad news, it looks like Araujo's hurt. Something with his calf, it seems like, which is probably why Kubarsi was warming up earlier. Speaking of center backs, we are re-signing Christensen to a 2-year deal. I know this is on reduced wages, which is nice for our salary cap. And at the same time, I hope he comes back so that he can play at the level he did when Back won the league title. We need him back ASAP. Well, while we have a break in this play, we should go check the other scores around La Liga. Sevilla and Celta Vigo are tied. Deportivo Alaves is beating Rayo Vallecano. They have done the great escape, it seems like. So they will once again be in the first division next year. The other news is Real Madrid is beating Athletic Club. Gonzalo Garcia with the goal. No Vinny Jr. That's right. He is taking the day off. But this also seems like a very heavily rotated team. Carreras at left back, Alaba and Asensio at center back. Mastantuono on the right mid, like he barely plays. Well, we'll see what happens next season when we get Jose Mourinho back. Hopefully more losses. Atletico Madrid also do not play today. I think they play Villarreal tomorrow, but there's nothing really at stake except for a few millions in prize money. Prize money, which is less than what Burnley are going to get despite being relegated from the Premier League. But this is more a game of pride or anything. Still not super happy with Atletico Madrid, not just because I'm a Barca fan, but also, ooh, high boot there. How is that not a high boot? What? His foot is above Martin's like shoulder, and Martin's not even diving down. That is clearly a high boot. That's a high boot by definition of a high boot. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Terrible call. Is he bleeding as well? That's not good. That's two center backs potentially injured. What is happening? It looks like he's bleeding. Oh my god, that's bad. Oof, that's bad. Yeah, that. How is that not considered a high boot? That is a terrible call from the referee. Look at the blood. He's got blood on his head too. Yeah, that's not ideal. We don't really want to lose our two center backs. Maybe we'll get to see Alvaro Cortez come in a little bit earlier, if that's the case. But I do not like this, not at all. Especially since Martin is still in the running to be the last center back taken for the Spanish team. I hope he goes. I think he deserves it. He's been better than Dean Huijsen this entire season. He's been consistent. He hasn't been injured except for maybe like a few games. And his build-up from the back is on par, if not better, than Dean Huijsen. Who is that? Talking to Araujo. I really don't know. Now we're playing with a man down. It's gonna look like Bernal's gonna slot into that center back role as Martin is hurt. I just don't want any injuries this game. And Valencia get through it. Oh my goodness, what a tackle from Ronald Araujo to stop them from scoring a goal. Wins the ball amazingly. Javi Guerra, though, with some incredible dribbling to nutmeg Danny Olmo and to evade Marc Bernal's challenge. But Ronald Araujo, with his long legs, is able to just win the ball off Javi Garcia seconds before he's going to take a shot. Incredible work from Ronald Araujo. Valencia whip in the corner. Almost win the first header. And it goes out for another corner. Oh, offsides. Offsides on the second touch. Yep, those Valencia fans cussing at the ref. I can imagine myself doing that too. Maybe we aren't so different. Yeah, but for those of you watching, if you aren't subscribed to me yet, I post a lot of Barcelona content on all my channels. You can follow me here, uh, on the channels down below. Blaugrana USA everywhere except for Twitter, which is Blaugrana USA 00, because someone took the other one. Valencia again with the counter, plays the ball inside Alex Balde, but Alex Balde, great recovery to kick it out. Another corner for them too, which is not great. They're definitely putting on the pressure. We're lucky our defense has been up to it. That might have been a goal kick actually. Our defense has been up to it right now, which is always nice to see, but this is not ideal. We definitely want to be on the front foot, and we just haven't been able to control the game. Shows how much we miss a player like Frankie or Pedri in that midfield. Another dangerous corner whipped in. They win the second, but Szczesny is able to win it off the deflection. Oh, and we're going long. He's unable to find Rashford, but a bad touch gives Rashford a chance to try and grab it, but they're able to settle it. Yeah, no connectivity so far. It's the same thing as the Barca game this morning, where it's just there's no connectivity right now. All these passes, they're moving slow. We're not getting the interplay that we need. The one time we did get interplay is when we sent Alex Balde through, and his shot just wasn't good enough. Great work by Araujo to win back the ball there. Hopefully we can grab a breather because it looks like we need it. We don't seem motivated enough. Alvaro Cortez and Xavi Espart Font are warming up. This is nice to see. Love to see the young guys. Potentially the second half we'll see them more. But I want to see if they can prove themselves here, and maybe we can use them in the first team next season. Gavi loses out on the 50-50, and Valencia are slowly pushing forward. Funny how of the three strikers, Robert Lewandowski is the one defending the most. A little surprised, honestly. He's the oldest one. I know he's the most motivated. He might be one of the more motivated ones this game. But at the same time, you expect Rashford and Ferran to be doing the work defensively rather than him. Real Madrid have scored a second, through Bellingham. Obviously, it doesn't matter this game, but it's never good to see Real Madrid win. Elche have also taken the lead against Girona, and this could send them down officially. Alvaro Rodriguez, the former Barca man I think he's from Uruguay, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, from Uruguay. Has put them into the lead. Elche are now on 45 points, and a win here would mean they are safe, but that also means that Girona would go down, the other Catalan club in La Liga. Ferran wearing a patch on his right ear. I saw it earlier in the game. I did not know what it was. Seems like a cut, maybe from kissing Pedri on the roller coaster. I can guarantee you, Pedri slept in the doghouse that night for sitting in front with Ferran. I've seen that look on a girlfriend there. She was pissed. He was pissed. Last of my healthy fats right here. I'm gonna scarf these down. These are really healthy. I don't even think there's any fat in these seeds. Just saw Martinez back on, and he's bandaged completely. Araujo with a great run forward. Finds Balde on the left wing, and Balde plays a great ball into Dani Olmo. Oh, good interplay from the team. Just need a flick on from Dani Olmo there to send it over to Rashford, but wasn't able to get to it, and we earn another corner. Yeah, very slow game today, unfortunately. Just we don't have the pace, don't have the rhythm. Mallorca have actually scored a goal. Well, this is big. This is big. Yes, that means at now it would be Oviedo, Girona, and Levante relegated, with Mallorca, Osasuna, and Elche surviving. Elche actually up to 12th place now that Espanyol are losing, and also Athletic Club losing. While I was looking at the stats, Lewandowski almost got his goal. Hits the post off the corner. We would really love for him just to see him get one final goal at the new camp. And another bloody nose. I think Jose Pepelu this time. Yeah, Pepe Lu bloodied. Second, this type of bloody nose. Probably clash of heads or something like that. Nothing malicious. Same with Martin's injury. Definitely not intentional. That one was definitely a foul, though. I stand by that. And we are back underway. Oh, Athletic Club have scored against Real Madrid. Love to see it. Oh, and Levante, I believe it's Levante, have equalized against Real Betis, moving them out of the relegation zone, and Mallorca back into the relegation zone. So now it's Mallorca, Girona, and Real Oviedo that could potentially get relegated. This is an exciting game this season. I'm very glad that we are not having to play a team that's in the relegation zone, or else this might just be a game that I get frustrated at. Great ball into Ferran. Gets unable to get the cross in, though. 5 minutes of extra time. We're already 2 minutes in. Honestly, I have nothing to say. We've just been absorbing pressure. Nothing great has really happened. We haven't really found anything to give us that extra spark. Probably the biggest news is that there was a bloody nose. Oh! I'm just watching the replay. Pepe Lu seems to get punched by Dimitrievski as he's going for the ball. That's hard. That's tough. Great 1-2 with Bernal. Oh, get there. Yes. Great combination. Almost lose it. And now we're parading up the left-hand side. Rashford dribbling inside. Rashford able to get the call for England, by the way, so we'll see him at the World Cup. We'll see how they do. I know they're missing a bunch of big names. Cole Palmer, Phil Foden, Harry Maguire, who's been nothing but consistent for Manchester United and England. That was definitely a surprise admission for me, especially over John Stones. You want John Stones for leadership? You already have Harry Maguire, who will actually play. I feel John Stones has been eternally hurt. And a corner given. Very close. Almost a foul by Araujo, but I think he just gets the poke in right there. Luckily. Definitely very luckily. Yeah, every time they're playing the ball behind, it's definitely not ideal. The shot outside the box deflected, and oh, Szczesny has to tip that over the bar. That's a close one. Yeah, we need the halftime to come ASAP. Like we're like half asleep. Like this is the most frustrating. This is so frustrating. I know we have some B players in. Oh, that might have been a foul actually on Araujo. Araujo gets very lucky, and the only thing I can consider is that was a shot, and the shot just goes completely wide. Another cross goes in. Gerard Martin clears it out. Gavi with the diving header, and it goes out for a corner, unfortunately. What are they calling for? Oh, halftime. Oh, man, we are getting absolutely bombarded this second half. This is not pretty at all. Really not pretty. That could have been a penalty right there. The argument is like maybe he gets a touch on the ball while pushing him. But, man. We're playing with fire. Lots of fire. Very hot fire. Super hot fire. I'm not going to rap. Jesus. Yeah, not a great showing. Looking at the other games, Oviedo is actually winning against Mallorca. Or are they losing? I can't tell. No, they are losing against Mallorca. Okay, I hate the way FotMob shows these scores. Actually, this is terrible. Oviedo losing, Girona losing, Mallorca winning, but still that keeps them in the relegation zone. They need Levante to drop points. They need Osasuna to drop points in order to go, or they need Elche to drop points. Very, very tight right now in La Liga. I mean, I'm very glad to not be a fan of either of those teams, or else I'd be having a heart attack right now. I can guarantee you that. Football is not for the faint of heart. Can I show any screen? Nope, because that's going to get me banned, unfortunately. Plus, right now it's halftime. Not really much to see. All right. I'll be back in just a moment, everyone. I'm going to go take a pee-pee poo-poo check, and I'll be right back. Hello, everyone. I am back. And it looks like my screen froze. Oh, that's a great shot by Alvaro Rodriguez. Incredible touch and turn to score off the finish. And that might end up saving Elche. Carlos Espy also getting a goal, but Real Betis' defenders just seem to have gave up on that goal too. Great positioning, but yeah, still not convinced. It's the same thing with Eta. Was it Eta Young for the same team? Yeah, he plays for the same team. For some reason, Barcelona Twitter has an obsession with strikers from Levante. Not really sure about that one. Not really fully convinced with any Levante strikers right now. Sorry, it's like lunchtime right now. I'm like starving, but you always got to watch Barcelona. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter the time, date, or place. Barcelona till I die. Visca el Barça. I apologize. I realize you guys can hear me eating, and I know that's kind of gross, but it's like some natural ASMR within that. Yeah, but this relegation battle, it's coming up. We're seeing Mallorca, Girona, and Oviedo, who are Oviedo already down, but those three are looking like they may be going down to La Segunda, and we're gonna see. I think it's Zaragoza is one of them coming up potentially next season. It was whatever team that Barcelona beat and Real Madrid lost to in the Copa del Rey. Looking at Real Madrid, they gave a goodbye to Carvajal, but not to Ceballos, who did the world a favor by leaking the fight. Carvajal gets an assist on his goodbye. Just bad defending to not mark the one striker that they have. Second goal, Bellingham run through the midfield. It was a good shot. Chests it down and then just takes it on his left foot. Past Unai Simon, who I don't think should be starting for Spain. And then Athletic come back with a goal. I have no idea who that is, to be honest, that scored that. Yeah, but watching Barcelona right now, it's slow. It's just way too slow. It's like watching a game with the grass all the like as high as possible. We're not moving. the ball very well. We're just keeping possession. We're not circulating the ball very well. There's a lack of movement. Our best highlights have been a few combinations, and then Gavi being an absolute menace on defense. We're clearly missing a spark in our team right now. I'm not sure who it's going to come from right now. Like Ferran maybe, but Ferran can only do so much on. Excuse me. Ferran can only do so much on the wings. Valencia have actually had the better chances, especially if we can look at the stats to confirm that. Yeah, Valencia have had 10 shots with 2 shots on target and 2 big chances. Like, yes, our passing is better, but we just look a step off the pace right now. I'm sorry you guys have to watch me slurp that last piece of my beef jerky into my mouth. Like that. That was bad. That was really bad. Yeah, I wonder if Hansi Flick is going to make any changes at halftime. The only one I can really see coming on is Frankie de Jong. Besides that, I really don't see anyone else that could come on and really make a difference right now. Maybe like Pedri, obviously, but he's been playing the last few games, and I'd rather him not be hurt for the World Cup. But I highly doubt that's on Flick's mind. By the way, for those of you here listening to me during the halftime to my slight analysis, if you want to follow me on my social media, I talk about everything Barcelona related, and I will be doing more talking about Barcelona players during the World Cup, especially since it's going to be in the USA. This channel is all things Barca. Hopefully you can stick around and keep watching. All right, we are how many minutes until we're back? 2 minutes until we're back, apparently. Elche and Deportivo Alaves moving themselves out of the relegation zone and into mid-table with 1 win is very funny to me. It has been so competitive. Like between 19th and 7th, there's only 9 points of difference, which is kind of incredible, to be honest. Most of these guys would have been safe in some other La Liga seasons, but not this one apparently. We're going straight down to the wire. Like Real Sociedad, they're only 8 points off of 19th. That's crazy. Is that not crazy to anyone? Oh, I also just realized that I think it was Abde that scored for Betis against Levante. I just saw Betis score. I didn't even realize it was Abde. Very, very nice for him. Maybe is he going to be the one that comes back for us this season? I don't know. Let me know. Is there a better left winger that we could get, or maybe a worse one? We have some wingers out on loan. Obviously, the big name is Ansu Fati. The hidden name is Jan Brahili, but Abde is an option too. looks like we are coming back. Xavi Espart Font has come into the lineup. That is big news. Very big news. We love to see it. Who does he replace? I don't think I've seen it on the screen yet. I would imagine it's either Eric Garcia or Araujo. Araujo with his injury, and we move Eric Garcia to center back, and then Xavi comes on the right back. I could imagine that happening. I have not seen any confirmed update of who's coming off yet. Oh, yeah, it's Araujo. So it's definitely his injury. Eric Garcia is clearly going to move to center back because Xavi Espart Font is a little too small to play in that center back position, unfortunately. And off we go. Valencia kicks off. We are ready for the second half. Oh my God, Bernal. Oh, that was sexy. Oh, what a touch from Marc Bernal. Another wonderful touch in a difficult scenario. Again, Marc Bernal, like these Barca kids, and the technique is just there. They're so good at it. It's unbelievable how consistent they are, like keeping that first touch there. To think he's been at the club since he's 10. Like, that's crazy. Espart Font gets his first touch of the ball. I feel like I need to find a shorter name to call Xavi. Like, I don't want to call him Xavi because there's obviously Xavi Hernandez. But I don't want to call him Espart Font because that is a long name to call him every time he does something well, which I know he will do. And here he is again on the ball. It's oh my God, Marc Bernal. What an incredible touch once again to get out of pressure. It is genuinely amazing. Of course, we'd lose it again and they're on the counterattack, but at least that clip was nice. Good block by Balde. I think we're just clip farming this game. We're not really trying to win for anything. Marc Bernal, like, he shows his brilliance on the ball. It's his off the ball movement that I know has more to be desired, especially in this game when you don't have a Pedri to play with you. But that's everything else he's got, and I think it's just going to be a matter of time before he gets there. Xavi with a great job to beat the defender and win the foul as well. That's the thing with these guys from. I think Xavi used to be a defensive mid, so he has the technical ability, and he seems to have the pace as well. It gets dragged back a lot here, and eventually is fouled again. Oh yeah, he just kicks him. Diego Lopez just kicks him. The concern is always defensively, and I don't know if I've seen enough of Xavi Espart Font to say that yes, he is going to be one of a defender that is strong enough to maintain our high line, come back against someone like Mbappe or Vinny Jr. or Luis Diaz. But hopefully him training against Rafinha and Lamine Yamal will help him with that. Interesting play by Bernal to win the ball back, but we'll take it. Scuff clearance again, and Valencia get a throw in on our half. Arnal Martinez has scored for Girona. I repeat, Arnal Martinez has scored for Girona. What does that mean for the table? Okay, everyone's... Elche are now in 16th. It's still Girona and Mallorca in the relegation zone. I think Diego Lopez is down. Not sure what happened, but he looks hurt. I did not see what happened at all, actually. Oh, it was on the tackle against Xavi Espart. His calf, it looks like, gives out. I don't think Xavi hits him, but doesn't look good either. The Valencia fans are jumping. What an atmosphere that looks like. Someone has scored again. I repeat, someone has scored again. Sevilla are losing. Are losing to Celta Vigo. Someone has just scored. It's TBD. Elish Moriba, the former Barcelona man, scores from a free kick. This puts Sevilla in a dangerous situation because another goal from Girona would relegate them. Wow. This is coming right down to the wire. Oh, Diego Lopez is hurt. That one looks bad. Can't really tell what's happening there, but that's not good to see. He's a good young player. I believe Hamazani is coming on? Or Ramazani, sorry. From what I remember, he's a not Doku S, but he's got a lot of speed on him from the last time I remember watching him play. Yeah, Valencia are really piling on the pressure right now. Obviously not ideal. I'm not sure why there's this white part on this image right here. I apologize for that, guys. It's not... Let me try and update that as soon as I can. There you go. Ramazani immediately coming in and helping them win a corner. Xavi Esparfan is going to have a lot to deal with. This is a fresh winger. Good block by him to avoid letting the cross come in, but this could be a long afternoon for him if he's not prepared for it. Yeah, this game is just slow. Nothing's working. We're not able to bring up anything. Can I show hello XD11R. I apologize for not seeing your message earlier. How are you doing? Hopefully you're enjoying this game a bit more. Oh my god, Ramazan just I need to get his name right because I feel like I'm going to be talking about him all day, especially if he's going against Xavi. Ramazani, I apologize. Ramazani just nutmegged Xavi. Yeah, and it's looking like a long afternoon. This is what we know with Barcelona players. They're very good on the ball, but sometimes they leave a lot left to be held out defensively. Yeah, we are just unable to combine. We need something different. I don't know what it is, but Lewandowski is playing like an 8 right now because we're just not able to get the ball forward. I don't know if we need to push Balde up higher or something like that, or Balde and Espart up higher, drop Gavi or Bernal into a 6 role. Ooh. But we're just unable to beat their press. We're just playing long balls at most. There you go. Balde dribble around your man to help us beat the press. Finally. That's good to see. What a unlucky. Good ball by Dani Olmo. Yeah, right now it's not pretty. We are not playing well, guys. Great touch by Ferran to be his man. Tries to play a through ball and is blocked again. We probably want Rooney to come on at some point because just for something different. We're just so stagnant. Good touch by Xavi. We're so stagnant off the ball. It's like there's no motivation to play at all. And I mean, I guess I don't blame them, but like at the same time, it's frustrating to watch this. Like we know they can do better. I also understand that the World Cup is right around the corner. And there's a lot of hopefuls in this team. Araujo, obviously hope he's not hurt so he can actually go to the World Cup. Eric should be able to make it. Olmo should be able to make it. Ferran should be able to make it. Who else is here? Lewandowski is not going to the World Cup. Rashford is in the squad. Balde is, I would imagine, is not making the squad either. Unlucky cross by Martin. At least trying something different. Let's see. We have any new score updates that we can follow? Sevilla are nope, nothing new. Mallorca and Girona still in the bottom. I mean, it's going to be sad to see Jan Verhilly and Pablo Torre go down to the second division if they stay. That's probably what I'm most sad about. And Bernal gets stepped on, of course. Great build-up again. We're finally getting some space. Ferran Torres gets the touch, and of course, the defender gets to him before it, and he's offsides. Man, no celebrations this game so far. All I've had to celebrate are a few touches here and there. Otherwise, it's just been me on my nerves because Valencia get close to scoring. We really haven't had any good opportunities since that Lewandowski header. And there he is, Mr. Frankie de Jong, finally back from his sickness. We need someone like him. We need someone like him to come in and control the pace. Right now, this game is far too slow. Rashford, though, wins it off the press. We're going on a 3v5. That's probably... And that's unfortunately the best counter that we've had. Another cross in. Lewandowski's there. Falls to Ferran. Lewandowski! Oh my goodness, what a great goal. On his last game with the team, Ferran Torres with a shot that definitely was just a bad shot. Definitely not a pass to Lewandowski. Mishits it, but the poacher is there in the box, ready to score another goal. Visca Barca, Lewandowski Unk is back in it. Yeah, counter-attack, I thought it was kind of given up when Gavi gets the ball here to play back. Sends a cross in. Lewandowski can't win it, but he's alert. And he's expecting a rebound. I don't think he expects it to come right to him, but he's there and he's ready for when if that shot rebounded. It just happens to be mishit and comes directly to him. And like any good poacher is, he is ready. He's on the backside of the defender and he gets his goal. Robert Lewandowski as a final farewell. There's no better way to end it. And now, Christensen is back in. Wow. Okay, I did not even expect him to be back. This is news to me. What are we seeing here? So Frankie de Jong is on for Danny Olmo, I would imagine. Wait, what? Yeah, so Christensen is on for Eric Garcia. Oh, I need to update the score as well. Can't forget that. And they're claiming a penalty. I did not see what happened. Gives a yellow card to Tarrega, the captain. I'm not going to lie. I did not see what happened. Xavi looks a little guilty right there. Not the happiest thing to see. I won't lie. Oh, he takes a shot and it hits him. Yeah, that's not great. That's not great. Not a great showing. Yeah, he's gonna stay down to make sure he gets to get VAR to look it over. Putting a lot of ice on him. He does not need that. He definitely does not need that. But we'll see what happens. At least we scored, so we're not going to be losing if they do get a penalty. Yes, Karma. Sorry, I did not see your comment, but yes, it was a goal. Right now, I'm a little nervous about the penalty that might happen. And of course, this is the issue with Barca. Like we score a goal and then we just relax and we don't think we think the other team has given up too, just because we scored a goal and that it's going to go out. But we need to stay focused. I don't know why we just dropped focus. I remember playing youth soccer and it's like after a goal, oh, another yellow card for someone, I don't know who. But after you score a goal, in the next 5 minutes, you're focused. It's Nunez that gets a yellow card, the right back, I believe. I'd be pissed too if I were them. I understand it. But after you score a goal, the next 5 minutes, it's like they're yours. You focus. You run harder for those 5 minutes to make sure that your intensity stays up. How did we get away with not giving away a penalty there? I was lucky. I will admit that for sure. But like the next 5 minutes, you focus. And Barcelona seems to just not have that. Like Xavi Espar gives the ball away again. And they score. Just as I was talking about it. Oh my God. Yeah, he's going on loan next season. There's no real doubt in my mind. They deserved it. Like, it's just so lackadaisical. Like, we just give them the ball whenever they want it, and that happens. Like, they're pressing us. Those passes need to be precise. This is not the Xavi that we saw at Newcastle that played wonderfully. He's and who was it? Javi Guerra or something like that? Great. Just no focus. And Xavi with the shot rising. Not a good few minutes for him. I mean, the shot hopefully will help bring him back some confidence, but yeah, just not a very good few minutes for him. We have not been playing well at all. Good win from Eric. Yeah, they're going to give that as a foul. Of course. Yeah, Flick is very insistent on playing De Jong as a cam now. I haven't seen. Like, I understand why, because Frankie is very good as a cam, but at the same time, it's like he is so good as a defensive midfielder too. And we have other cams. I know Fermin is hurt, but we have other attacking midfielders that can play in that position. Yeah, to top it off, I just saw Mbappe scored, so Madrid are winning 3-1. And Osasuna are losing right now, so a goal by Girona would actually relegate Elche. Oh man, this. Espanyol also scored a goal. Where are they in the standings? 12th. That's another foul. Yeah, we just don't seem like we want to play today. And I get it. League's won, but I wanted to see these young players come out and impress. That's what I was excited to see. And it doesn't seem like they want to. Yeah, Elche hanging on by the skin of their teeth right now. Eder Sarabia leads them, the former Barcelona assistant manager, I apologize, under Quique Setien. That's when he was here. Eric slips on the counter. He pulls oh, Christensen slips on the counter. I apologize. I forgot Eric got subbed off. He pulls him, but he doesn't really stop him at all. Like, I'm glad Christensen is back though. I know we just gave him a contract renewal. We'll see if he can live up to it. His season under Xavi, where we won the league, was an incredible defensive season for us. His technique on the ball was great. He could have been a great Kubarsi partner. Good. Almost. Ramawinga takes a shot, and Szczesny does spill it. But he is able to pick it up right away. This is the concern that I brought up against these fast wingers. Will Xavi be able to handle them? That's another loose pass. Gavi gets beat on the dribble. Font gets beat on the overlap. Cut back. Martin with the block. And they score. I don't even think I updated the score to 1-1. It's lazy. Lazy. And they deserve it too. We've been playing like garbage. Like just beat off the dribble, beat on the overlap. And he's in the box. I mean, good shot by Rioja. It's like we've given up, even though we drew. Yeah, I think this kind of confirms, at least to me, that Xavi is going to go on loan. I don't think he has the defensive ability that Flick needs, which is so weird because he had a great defensive performance against Newcastle, which you could argue is a better team. Now we're here watching a loss. Yeah, I don't even know what I would say if I was Hansi Flick to the players. This is just looks like Gavi has been moved into the 10 position. Frankie has been moved into the defensive mid position, at least from the start. Oh, man. Everyone's scoring today but Barcelona players. But in big news, Mallorca, Levante is now losing, I believe. And that puts them into the relegation zone. Which means that if Girona win, Elche will stay up as well. And Levante and Mallorca will go down. Levante and Mallorca currently, Levante and Girona currently are in the relegation zone. This is getting squeaky. At least something's interesting in this final league match, because this game is not. Yeah, Valencia are playing around us like we're cones. A good touch by Szczesny. Keep the ball in play and allow us to keep moving forward. Rayo score again versus Deportivo. Rayo score against Deportivo for the first time. Doesn't really do anything for the standings, I believe. At least not right now. Yeah, watching this game makes me very glad that we got the lead that we did against Madrid, or else we would have been struggling. Yes, it's a weakened team, but the team just seems to have no motivation, nothing to play for, which I get, but yeah, this is not pretty, not pretty at all. So Valencia do have something to play for as a spot in Europe, and they need Osasuna to score a goal to draw with Getafe, so that they are head on points. So they actually have something to play for. Christensen looks pretty fast still, which I appreciate. But he gives the ball away. That's probably a penalty. Yeah, it's a penalty. Oh, man. Like, just bad giveaway. Oh, he gets him on the outside. That's going to be a free kick. Barely. I think he's going to VAR right now, most likely, to see this. This is. Do we think La Masia Ghost? Do we think to score another goal? Not with these players. Not right now. This is like watching torture right now. Calm down. I think my heart rate is spiking, man. I can't believe it. Like, to watch that scene unfold where Christensen does all the hard work to win the ball back, give it away. We miss 2 tackles in a row, and then have a third tackle where it's a clear foul. And I think it might be a penalty. I can't tell if it's in the box or not. It's just, it's like, it's just a lot of emotions watching this. Like, and knowing us, like every time we concede a free kick around this area, it's a goal. I don't know if you remember there was I think it was either the Copa del Rey or the Super Copa where we concede a free kick to Rodrigo, and we also get a red card. And Iñaki Peña, it's a free kick. Thankfully, definitely a yellow card to Bernal. Like, I don't see how that was never a yellow card. Like, that was a clear yellow card. But yeah, we just conceded, and we last time I think it was Chesney getting a red. This time it's just Bernal getting a yellow, luckily, but it's not boding well for us. I don't know. We've definitely taken our foot off the gas, and this is probably this is a frustrating watch. Probably one of the most frustrating watches of the season. Just no motivation to do anything. They're bringing in subs. Thierry and Sadiq. Umar Sadiq, the very tall striker. And then Thierry, I believe he is a left back, if I'm not mistaken. And who else is coming off? And then there is Vasquez out. So, yep, just as expected, the left back. Luckily, the free kick was missed, but I mean, this is just frustrating right now. Yeah, Mark Bernal very lucky to time that, like, so that he's right outside the box. I don't think you could get any closer than that, really, for timing. What's happening here? Water break. Very late into the game. 10 minutes left. Kind of late for a water break. I think it's like 75, 80 degrees there right now. Let's see. Do we even have a chance to make any more subs? If then, who would I even want? I think we do. Yeah, that second goal was just a bad goal to concede. Like very, it's like amateur stuff. Great finish, but I mean, you hand it to them on a plate. That's what happens. For subs, probably Rooney, have him come on. Maybe Alvaro Cortez, but I would hate for him to come on to this sort of game. Or Casado or Tommy Marquez. I mean, I really don't want to see Pedri, Kubarsi, Cancelo, or any of our keepers come on. Betis have taken the lead once again. Let's try to go back to the lineups. Pablo Fornals, who might make it into the World Cup squad. And right now it's Levante that are getting relegated. Mallorca have scored a second. It is João Cancelo and Marcosado on. Very excited to see Marcosado on. Love Marcosado. Also means that we don't get Tommy Marquez. Marcosado still has a lot left to prove to stay here. But it looks like Cancelo is going over to the left wing, Rashford over to the right wing. And I think that closes off the rest of the season. Yeah, so no Tommy Marquez. Unfortunately, I would love to see him. There's been a lot of talk about his abilities. But I guess not. Oh my goodness. The man who may have saved Mallorca is none other than Alberto Morlanes. I didn't realize their first goal was also Pablo Torre as well. The former Barca man, of course. But right now it looks like Levante are going down. Barcelona lucky with nothing to play. Um, we've still already won the Liga and by a good margin as well, so it obviously doesn't matter. Just more pride for anything to show that we have an incredible second lineup. But right now, with 5 minutes to go, all eyes are really on who's getting relegated. Who can we sign? Ball falls to the far post. What a save by Dimitrievski! Oh, that should have been it. Christensen at the back post. Wow, gets his foot around it perfectly, but Dimitrievski is just big, and he gets there first. I mean, are there even any takeaways from this game? Probably the biggest takeaway is Xavi needs to go on a loan somewhere. The other thing is Pedri is so important to this team. We're a completely different team without him. Ferran is not a winger. Is the other pretty obvious fact. Great run over by the top by Frankie de Jong, though. Gets on the end of it, gives it off to Balde. We've slowed the game down, moving the ball around. Marcus Sato puts in the cross, but it's behind everyone, and Valencia are able to clear their lines. Has anything happened? Nope, doesn't look like it. Oh, great move by Cancelo. How is Cancelo not a winger? His dribbling is... now is that a foul? Cancelo's in front of him. Oh, if his arm is wrapped around him, obviously that's not going to help. Oh, so close by Christensen, by the way. Literally, like, maybe a few centimeters. Very close. We don't deserve it, but very close. Very, very close. As always, for those of you watching, if you want to follow me more, socials are right here. TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. I don't have an Instagram link on that. I should probably change that. But yeah, follow me if you want to see more anything Barcelona related. Got a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, we're just moving the ball around the back right now. Valencia have no reason to go forward. They're winning. They've done what they can. They're reliant on results in other places. That's all we're really watching right now. Currently, Levante and Girona are still going down. That's the other Catalan club, and I'm actually not sure where Levante. Mallorca have actually scored a third goal, which it really improves their goal difference. Although they're still reliant on Mallorca losing or Elche losing, which doesn't seem to be happening right now. I think Girona, if they do win, would relegate Levante and Mallorca at this point. So many things happening all at once. Oh my god. And we've given the ball away after a bad back pass. Luckily, Jared Martin is actually faster than he looks. And he's able to get the tackle in on Javier Guerra. Great work by Gerard Martin to recover there. Yeah, that's definitely a handball, by the way. What? I'm so glad this game does not matter, or else I'd be having a heart attack. '90th minute, they haven't put up the amount of extra time that's going to be happening. Eight minutes though. We have a chance if we actually try, but cross comes in. João Cancelo is fouled. We clearly don't want to. Of course, that should be a yellow card. Oh, good move by Xavi to get around. His attacking understanding is pretty great. Oh, and of course I say that, and he loses the ball off a back pass. And Valencia are once again on the counter. I really want him to do well. I really do. He's just nervous or lost concentration at this point, which is not ideal when you're trying to make an impression. Great move by João Cancelo. Is that João Cancelo? Yeah, it is. Looks like him. Yeah, right now we don't really have an attacking mid either. It seems like Frankie is playing higher, Gavi's playing deeper, Casado is kind of like the 8. Rashford with a cross in, no one's there. Ooh, almost an own goal from the Valencia defender. But it goes out for a corner instead. Take it short, play it to Casado, rotate the ball. Cross by Cancelo doesn't beat the first man. Yeah, we've just been really slow in rotating the ball, which is why we have to rely on crosses. And when we only have Lewandowski in the box, it makes it a little hard. Frankie, as a 10, doesn't really crash the box like Fermin does. And even Olmo, when he's on, doesn't crash the box like that. Of course, I say that, and Frankie is immediately running into the box in preparation for a cross. My timing is impeccable. I don't think you guys understand. I predict stuff before it even happens. I just predict the opposite, and then it does happen. I'm like the Jim Cramer of commentators. And of course, the ESPN graphic is telling me that Barcelona are winning the league. Yeah, we know. We know. Cross doesn't beat the first man. Still got 4 minutes left to see if we can change anything. The Girona game is in 90 plus 4, and it goes until 90 plus 7, so it should end around the same time as this one. The Levante game is still ongoing as well. It's in the 90+4 and it's 90+5. Cross it to Lewandowski. What a header! Oh, Christensen. What a header. Great save by Dimitrievski. He's been having the game of his life right now. And the Mallorca game is done, which means they cannot improve at all. I believe they can only, the only thing that will happen, everything happens in other results now. They've done amazingly. They've won 3-0. Jan Verhilly did come on in the 61st minute. Didn't get a goal or assist, but I'm assuming he was involved in at least one goal because there was two in the 80, around the 80th minute. Cancelo just shooting in a random cross. And the Betis game is over, which means that I believe Levante are going to be relegated. Well, the only thing left now to see is the Girona versus Elche game, which is currently drawn with a minute left. Girona need a winner. If Girona get a winner, actually, they would be safe, and also Elche would be safe as well. So collusion is definitely in the air somewhere. I think this looks like the last few subs for Valencia. Javi Guerra comes off for Hugo. I think it's Hugo Almeida. Nope, not Hugo Almeida. Andre Almeida. I apologize. They send another cross into the box, and we don't get it cleared yet, and of course they score another one. Unable to clear the ball, taking touches in the box for Casado. Guido Rodriguez, I think it was, that scored. Yep. 3-1. Shows how important our best players are, and especially what happens when we don't have them. Try to sign Guido too, back when he was here back when we had Xavi, but like, where is this clearance? Cancelo, why are we clearing it straight to Casado? Casado, why are we not just trying to get rid of that one touch? Yeah, we clearly did not care at all after our goal. It is what it is. Kubarsi is our most important defender. Pedri is our most important midfielder. The referee should be blowing the whistle anytime soon now. But it looks like Levante and Girona are confirmed relegated from La Liga now. I'm glad Lewandowski got his goal. Just unfortunate that I had to end on a loss like this. This concludes our season. Wish we could have ended on a high, but players will go to the World Cup. Those who aren't will be training, I'm sure. But we shall see. We shall see what happens, essentially. Gerard Martin with the cross. It goes way well over it. this point, that should be game over. Yeah, not a great way to send off your captain. I mean, we did have the Camp Nou Farrell, which we did win. At least we had that, but seeing this here is not ideal whatsoever. And that is game. And with that, that ends the La Liga 2025-2026 season. Barcelona, league winners, obviously did not end on a win, but it's good. But hopefully we go into next season with a refreshed squad, new motivation. Lewandowski, man of the match. I feel like they gave that to him. That doesn't sound right at all. But hopefully we go into next season excited to win. But with that being said, Visca El Barça.